But are you guys fine now?
I mean, she still blocked me, so I don't know.
Ooh, Bonang blocked you?
I guess I haven't.
Okay.
Last time I checked, she did.
Okay.
And we share mutual friends, so I was just like, I'm not even that type of person, like really.
Yeah. And are you still fine with Nteboheleng?
Oh, absolutely okay with Ayanda. I saw her, when was it? Last year sometime, for one of our mutual friends' birthday. And also, yeah, I'm obsessed with her sister Lungi.
Hi guys, welcome back to Film Chronicles. My name is Ramatsetse, and today I'm joined by the Denise Zimba-Schlichtig.
You said it perfect! You said it perfect.
Awesome.
You actually said it perfect.
Yeah, so just a brief intro for those that don't know Denise. She's a South African actress, singer, dancer, and presenter, and she's popularly known for her character of Mary Gumede in Generations, The Legacy, and also joined Vuzu's daily entertainment show, The Entertainment, in 2013. She also featured in docu-reality series Fly Chicks, and she's now in the cast of the new season of How to Ruin Christmas, The Baby Shower.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
First Netflix series?
First.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how does it feel?
It feels great. I think also with the cast that I got to work with, I got really lucky. I've been away from the industry for a while, and this is kind of like the first project that actually was just fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, fitting with the character, fitting with Burnt Onion Productions, Netflix.
Yeah.
I used to act with Thando Tabeta on Generations, so familiar face.
Yeah.
We used to do a lot of scenes together, so familiar energy. So yeah, I got really lucky.
Yeah.
Coming back, Netflix, huge.
Yeah, and you reunited with, like you said, an old mate.
Yeah.
But we'll touch on the How to Ruin Christmas just now. I just want you to just give us a brief breakdown on, how specifically did you get into the film industry?
So I studied musical theatre, singing, dancing, acting, and I did that at Tshwane University and started to venture out into different projects and performances during school and after school. So for example, I used to be backup dancer for Josie for a while. I used to be a burlesque dancer at Monte Cassino, Cantari for a while. I was in music videos, just so many things that I tapped into. And then eventually it aligned me to, be a part of the Fly Chicks, which then I was grabbed by Vuzu to be a presenter, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, and I think I first discovered you on Vuzu, and I used to be like, who is this girl?
Yeah, wild, huh?
And how's that experience, and how did it change your life?
It made me realize that I really love, wow, that dude looks like, yeah, okay. It made me realize how much I love live TV, and it ties up very close to the musical theatre because it's also live stage.
Yeah.
And yeah, it helped me to kind of craft improv, interacting with people in a different way, and just tapping into the industry from a different angle, presenting, being funny, being allowed to do a lot of things on TV that I don't think a lot of people would have been allowed to at that time. So yeah.
And do you, by any chance, know what actually happened with Vuzu? Like, why did they end up closing down?
I have no idea, babes. I have no idea. All I know is that I decided to depart from Vuzu just because I wanted a change and a bit of a challenge and travel a bit. But by the time I look back, apparently it had disappeared or cancelled or I don't know. So can't really tell you what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad because I really love that show.
Yeah, and I do understand that, you went through a phase where you took a break from the industry.
Yeah.
And what are some of the things that you learned when you took a step back and took a break away from it?
Patience. That it's important to be able to be aware of how you project and put yourself there, because it can be received differently and can take away from what you truly are destined to do or be or. And so, yeah, and I think when I left the industry, I just needed a break from it all, the environment, the partying, it was just nonstop. And I just needed time to reflect and regroup and just take time for myself.
Yeah.
In the interim, I fell in love, got married, had a baby, and now I'm back.
Yeah. And how was that process, just that whole phase of getting married, moving to Germany. I just wanted to say though, out of all the beautiful South African men we have here, like none of us,
Listen, can I tell you, before I got married, I've dated quite a lot of guys, but I went from dating a Zulu guy to a Xhosa guy to a Lebanese guy to a Greek guy to an Indian guy to a colored guy, Tswana guy, 2 Tswana guys. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there for now.
Yeah.
But I had my fair share of experiencing South African men. And when I met my husband, it was nothing I was looking for. I wasn't looking for love. I wasn't trying to be in a relationship. I just wanted to travel and just like regain my strength, energy, see the world, open my mind, new experiences. And in that time, we just fit. And he just allowed me to be who I am, didn't want to try and fix me, and could handle my issues.
Yeah.
Everybody comes with issues and baggages, and he really, he held me down.
Yeah, and now tell me about this though, because there's a story that I don't think many people know.
Okay, let me take a sip before you.
Okay, yeah.
But say it.
But how specifically did you meet him? Was it at a party?
No, not at all. I met him through mutual friends. We were on holiday in Cape Town.
Oh, yeah?
And my siblings and I like to go away on holiday together, just as siblings, and then we either bring our partners or friends or whatever.
Oh, nice.
And so through a mutual friend, I met him. And to be very honest, like I said before, I wasn't even thinking of being in a relationship. And then we just exchanged numbers. Eventually, we kind of met up, and then he had to go to Germany. And then I thought, okay, well, this is the perfect time for me to travel. I just quit my work, and everything was just organic from then on.
Yeah, and in terms of now, you're married. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you, of course, married to a man from a different culture. How...
You can say that again.
And I just want to know, what are the differences between the way Europeans do things to the way Africans do things in terms of the marriage side of things?
So from my experience, Europeans, I can't even explain it. Basically very opposite from how we do things. They're very strong on being independent. They're very strong on isolating themselves when it comes to their own personal things that they've got going on, boundaries for everything, And one thing I can tell you about Africans, that boundedness that, other places in the world are missing. That immediate open arms, welcome to my home, my friends are your friends, mi casa su casa kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so some of the challenges came in because, as Africans, we work as a village. A village raises all our children,
Yeah.
Mang wako next door, kopa mang atlong latalas. You know what I mean? There's always, we always togetherness.
Yeah.
And sometimes the Europeans can feel like, it's invading their space and kind of going across their boundaries. So that was a huge conflict we had to kind of overcome and meet each other. I'm lively, I'm loud, and so people all the time, my family is loud, we wild, we crazy, we are always in each other's businesses. But with my husband, it was like something that we needed to find a balance with because he liked his privacy, he likes his, space, he likes to control his environment. So that was probably the biggest one I can think of. Yeah.
Speaking of, you describing the different character traits of you and your husband, I quite like your character. I think you're a very bubbly person. You bring energy and life to a room, man.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure, Denise is here.
Thank you. Well, I would like to think so, but no.
Yeah. So, moving. Oh, one more question I've got.
Yes.
How's the whole lobola situation?
So funny enough, in the German Bavarian culture, which is the side in which my husband comes from, it's actually the female's family, the bride's family, that pays lobola, because they see it as, now I'm going to be marrying your daughter, which means I have to take care of her. She's my responsibility. I have to take care of her.
So your parents would
my
pay.
Parents would have to pay my husband's parents to say,
so it's
thank you
reversed.
that you're not taking on our daughter and making sure that she is fed and protected and
So what happened then? Did your parents end up paying? What
My
happened?
father's black, guys. Huh? my father's black. And my husband's white. And you know the history with, Europeans and Africans.
Yeah.
And my dad's was like, unfortunately, we in the 20th century, and I cannot still be listening to a white man telling me how I should run my culture and how it should go. So it was intense. But again, my husband's family aren't so like traditional in that regard.
Yeah.
They're more traditional in the sense of music and food but to that extent, no. And so, he paid. But that's my boy.
Yeah, wow. Hey,
Yeah, he
sure
paid.
it was a lot, eh?
Show us.
But now, moving forward, How to Ruin Christmas, the 3rd season, the baby shower. I just want you to just clarify that your character, you're not replacing Busi.
Not at all,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I mean, my character, I don't want to say too much, but she is another addition to another situation within the family dynamics.
Yes.
So my character is not tied to her. And in the beginning of the show, you get to hear where Busi's character has gone off to mission to do her own thing. So we already set that tone from the beginning.
Yeah.
And when you understand the storyline and see the show, it's very far apart from the first season and the second season.
Yeah.
So the only thing that is familiar is the family and their dynamics. And then
Yeah.
everything else that's new has been brought in just to give it a little bit more of a flair, a little bit of a different feel. I think that's what they were trying to do with this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
And just please tell us, did you audition? You auditioned, of course, for the
Yes.
show. And what specifically were you doing? And who were you with when you got the call that, like, you're going to be casted in the season?
So I was in the process of moving to Germany permanently. So I was staying in Cape Town. I had just gotten married, just hosted my family in Germany. We were packing, and I had just come out of my fibroids operation. And Reti from Burnt Onion said, I know you just had an op. I know you're moving. I know you got all this stuff going on. Could you send me a self-tape? So I thought, I got nothing to lose. Why not? Did that. And then it was, can you send me another additional this way and this way and this way? So I sent about 5 to 6 self-tapes. I had 2 Zoom calls with the directors. I had a reading.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just got a text from her on WhatsApp, and she just said, congratulations. So I knew that I got the role.
Yeah.
So I was planning to leave, and so we had to push my flights out in order for me to be able to shoot the series. And then I wrapped up and moved to Germany.
Yeah. And what about the specific character that drew you in, where you were like, Denise, I've got to play this character, like, this got to be.
She's very similar when it comes to personality to my character that I played on Generations Mary. But also she's got a little bit of flair and fun and sexy and sass that I feel like I possess. So it was fitting. And I took this role that was very familiar because I've been out of the industry for so long. So I didn't want to step into something that was going to need more of my attention and demand a little bit more. I just wanted to try and get back into the space with a little bit more ease, a little bit more understanding, familiar space, energy. Plus it was Netflix. So I was just like, nervous.
You got a hot part.
I hadn't even been acting for like 3 years,
Yeah.
almost 4 years. So I just felt like I'm happy that it's similar and I like it. She's fun, she's sassy, she's very opinionated. She has no filter. She is inappropriate. And I love that about her. I love my character. Zama's a really, really cool character. Can't wait for you guys to meet her.
And is Zama by any chance a side chick? Or, well, hey, no?
Can I get some ice?
What level of research, because I think with acting, many people don't know that it's not just about just getting a script from the directors and writers and just like going to act.
Yeah.
So what level of research did you have to do in order to play this character?
First, you have to understand the personality and the dynamic in which she is in the show, what she creates, her relationships between the other characters. And when you understand that, then you have to take the initiative to create a more intense a background of the character. They only give you a little bit of a brief, where she comes from, why she's there, who she's there for. And that's kind of like the outline of a character. Then you have to take the initiative to build a bit more and, create certain things like what's her favorite songs and what does she like to drink and, what is her morning routine. And these are things as actors we have to take the initiative to do, to build the character in order for her thread to read on camera in whatever situation or emotion or dynamic or experience she has with other characters. Yeah.
And did you by any chance feel any added pressure to take on this role? Because this is Netflix. This has got million subscribers.
I had pressure because I hadn't been in the industry for a while. And when you're a woman and you have a baby, your body changes, your mind changes, your perspective on life changes. Everything that you see, feel, touch, everything is different. It's almost like after giving birth, you're not only birthing a new human being, but you have to rebirth your own self. And so there were a lot of things that I had to shed off. And so those were the things I used to come and use as tools in my environment in the industry. And so having had the baby and going to the space again with a different outlook and energy and person basically was the biggest challenge. That's where I felt the pressure. But Lord and behold, thank God for the people that I work with. And I'm not saying this to be cliche because a lot of people say, oh, then the cast was amazing and everyone was amazing and everything was just perfect. No, it really was. And us, the cast, I couldn't stress it enough. I'm like, it was the perfect timing for me to be back with the perfect cast, with the perfect production company, with a perfect streaming network.
Last two questions with regards to How to Ruin Christmas. Did you have an unexpected bond with someone in the cast that when you walked on you didn't think that you did, but when you left, you're like, damn, I actually got closer with this person?
No, I don't think I had the time to bond with people at that level because I was still recovering from my operation. It only had been 3 weeks since the operation, and then I started shooting. And I was in the process of moving, which means paperwork. And I'm not moving to another province. It's a whole freaking country that needs certain paperwork. So in between work, I was either being a wife, a mom, and trying to get us moving to Germany as soon as we can. So it was. I was always on the road.
And what's the one thing that's going to surprise the audience the most in season 3 of How to Ruin Christmas, the baby shower?
So many things. The featured artists that come on.
Oh, wow.
The storyline. The storyline is really, really hilarious. I don't want to say too much. When it comes to How to Ruin Christmas, you don't want to say anything. You just wait for people to look at the trailer and then go watch the show.
Okay, so now going into some, just before we wrap up, some quick rapid fire questions.
Okay.
So yeah.
Don't scare me.
Don't scare you, relax. Very chilled, very relaxed. Favorite South African TV show of all time?
The Coconuts.
Okay. Favorite South African film of all time?
I'll get back to that question.
Think hard.
I know.
There's so many, right?
No, I have one. I just
can't think about it. It's okay. It's okay.
I can't. Next one. I'll think about it now.
How much was your first big paycheck and what did you do with it?
My first big paycheck, I was 23. It was 250K.
Sure.
Yeah. And I traveled. I literally got on a plane. I was out.
Hey guys, hey Vuzu.
I was out.
Hey.
I won't say which network or even if it was. I don't even know if it was a network, but I remember I was working with a very big brand. It was one of my first paychecks.
Yeah. Ooh.
And
hey now. Hey.
Yeah. And I just left the country. I was out.
Yeah.
Best experience ever.
Okay. Your favorite film of all time?
Scarface. Al Pacino. Funny enough, I watched it with my dad.
Okay.
I was 11.
And that's when you fell in love with it?
And that's when I thought, acting is with Michelle Pfeiffer, when you're got Bobby Evans, got the white girl moves, scary vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
And if you could play any character in any film, who would it be and why?
Tomb Raider. I think we need a black Tomb Raider. badass black girl, the kicking ass fly. Not Catwoman, not like Baywatch, like just like Tomb Raider.
Are you into that?
Totally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So if by any chance that we're making a film and...
it better be Tomb Raider, but what are we going to call it in the South African version?
We don't know. We'll
Eddie,
think about it. We'll think about it when that time comes. But you'd want to be casted.
Absolutely. I just think we're missing like a brown woman who's action-packed and can fight the bad guys and, you know, has a beautiful storyline and is glorified for her curves and her beauty and her high cheeks and, you know, and her melanin, you know?
Yeah.
Thing.
I feel you.
And we don't always have to be Afro. We can just also do cornrows, relaxing. Can't be ghost member all the time. Get the Afro. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Second last one. There was an incident, 2018.
Oh gosh.
Miss SA, where people felt that you were shading Bonang.
Oh.
Can you just clarify what happened? What happened?
I'm actually happy you asked this.
Yeah.
So I was currently on a show called Wedding Bashes. We were on our second season, and being a part of the Miss South Africa in the audience there, as you can see, Bonang came in to ask us about the show. You know, Wedding Bashes, blah 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 blah. And so the reason why I said I loved DJ Zintle because I wanted to tie up the DJ booth. I don't know if you noticed, it was floral, sorry. And Xavier, one of the other judges from Wedding Bashes, had done it from his floral company. And so I wanted to be like, I love DJ Zintle, and more importantly, because I feel like I would like to compliment to then go to the comment that I really want to comment. So I wanted to say, I love DJ Zintle, and actually I love her DJ booth.
Yeah.
This guy did it. Shout out Wedding Bashes. That's where it was supposed to go. She wouldn't even let me finish. And if you go back to the taping, I said I love DJ Zintle, and I saw the mic go off, and I also went like, what am I? You go watch that tape. There was a blank moment in my face.
Yeah.
And then I tied up with everybody going, oh, no, guys. I was trying to go to the floral DJ booth, to tie to Xavier, to tie to Wedding Bashes, to say, watch us.
Yeah.
But
are you guys fine now?
I mean, she still blocked me, so I don't know.
Ooh, Bonang blocked you?
I guess I haven't. Last time I checked, she did.
Okay.
And we share mutual friends, so I was just like, I'm not even that type of person, like really.
Yeah. And are you still fine with Ayanda Tawete?
Oh, absolutely okay with Ayanda. I saw her, when was it? Last year sometime, for one of our mutual friends' birthday. And also, I'm obsessed with her sister Lungile.
Okay, awesome. Last question before we wrap up.
Yes.
If you could tell a message to a younger Denise Zimba, what would you say to her?
Patience. Be kind to yourself. What is for you will be for you. And just pray and relax and have fun. And get drunk.
No, I totally agree. I just want to touch up on one more thing, actually. Can you just explain to us, like, how difficult is it, like, surviving in this industry, especially as, like, a young black woman? Because I think many people actually don't know how, like, you know, the challenges you go through, how difficult it is.
Yeah.
And then sort of, can you just give us some clarity on that?
It's difficult. You just gotta work harder, and we're all placed in a box as black females, pretty, slay queen, all these things. So there's no gap in which you're kind of encouraged to, you know, run with your personality, or how good can you act, how funny can you be, how well can you dance, how well can you sing.
Yeah.
So it is very difficult, and I think for anybody that decides to step into this industry that is entertainment, you need a mentor. You need someone who can kind of aid you in the difficult, frustrating periods of the industry, and, you know, to help you with navigating in this environment. It's tough. It's really tough. And, you know, with women, we're not lucky. You know, age matters, and the younger we look, the better. And the older we look, not so great. There's always someone younger, you know, cuter, perkier boobs, tighter bum, tighter abs. And now with the BBL, I mean, everybody is 19.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's difficult, but I think it's important to have someone to support you, and family structure is a really big one. I was lucky that I had that.
Wow. Anyways, I'm so proud of you
Thank
for
you,
the woman
Ed.
that you've become.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so
looking
much.
forward to seeing you on How to Ruin Christmas.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for joining us here at SA Film Chronicles. If you can just end off looking to this camera. And you say, hi, my name is Denise Zimba-Schlichtig. You're watching SA Film Chronicles.
SA Film Chronicles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and go.
Hi, my name is Denise Zimba-Schlichtig, and you guys are watching SA Film Chronicles. Yes.
Awesome.